Well, earlier I spoke with Gitonga Wandai for more insight into the world of alpine sport and mountaineering. He is the founder and lead at Hike Maniak, which is an elite hiking group based here in Kenya with travels around the region. And I began by asking him how the sector has picked up since COVID-19 restrictions were lifted in the country.
It has been amazing people getting back to the outdoors. And we have, because people were like closed up, and when the borders opened, especially even the inter-counties borders in Kenya, when they were opened up, and finally when the international borders were open, people were ready to indulge on the outside, and we were ready for them. We have been out Mount Kenya, Kilimanjaro, basically the region, and also to the Everest region.
Right, and one day, what would you say is the reason for the great interest by people to now embrace outdoor events like hiking, rock climbing, and speed climbing?
Well, I think the people were, it was like a wake-up call, the lockdown itself. And people were able to recognize how important the outside spaces were, whether it's mountains, hiking trails, forest. And I think the more people remained in enclosed spaces, they were able to see what they were missing. And when the whole place opened up, people were ready to indulge in rock climbing, mountaineering, bungee jumping, water rafting, hiking itself. We have been doing so much on the hiking trails, and also the mountain running. These have been like a variety of activities that people have really gotten into, and these are friends, families, individuals just wanting to be out there to for their fitness, for challenging themselves, for just self-discovery on their own part, for family bonding, for even for companies, especially companies that have been away and only meeting virtually. When now they have come together, there is need for them to do something meaningful with them. So these have been the drives, even something like mental health that has become so key in the recent past. And here at Hike Maniak, we have like, even before then, since publishing like annual calendars where every Saturday we engage out there, leading people to trails around Nairobi and the mountains around the region.
Finally, you recently returned from Mount Everest, obviously a personal milestone for you, and you've been sharing your experiences of that trip. What would you say are some of the quick do's and don'ts in terms of safety and danger mitigation?
I think like any other sport, there's some safety precautions that anyone should take, and that ranges from very simple gear kind of safety precautions, wearing the right gear, and knowing what to do when you are outside the trails, maybe like having a ranger with you, or even things for when you go now to the extreme where we are talking of mountain sickness, altitude sickness. And for that, then you need to prepare very well before, so that the mountain sickness of the lack of oxygen at high altitude, then you're able to cope with it very well. So good preps, going maybe like mountains around or high altitude trails around Nairobi, like the other days before maybe going to Mount Kenya or going to Kilimanjaro. And even for Everest itself, training with maybe like high altitude mountains like a 7,000 mountain or a 6,000 mountain, just to get yourself ready for the ultimate challenge.